Hello, friends. This is Sanjay with KMF Business Advisors. Today, we're going to talk about a very complicated process when it comes to selling and buying a business. So, the process is called the earn out process. Okay. So, let's say, for example, let's have a look at this business and we are going to take it from there. So, let's say this guy right here is trying to sell his convenience store. Okay, good. The seller says, I want $105,000. The buyer says, I think it's worth 80,000. Okay. After all the financials are reviewed and everything, and there is no settlement between the two of them. So how can you basically get the sale going? How do you proceed with the sale? Buyer says $25,000 less. Seller says, no, I can't take more than, let's say, for example, seller says, no, I can't take more than 100. I mean, not less than 100. All right. So what is it that can be done in order to make this process successful? Okay. There are several ways to do it, but one of the best ways that I always tell the seller and the buyer is that you need to apply the earn out process. Means if there is a disagreement between the buyer and the seller, then the earn out process stands out. So basically, the seller uh, informs the buyer that, listen, no matter what, you are going to be successful in this business. Take my word. So what the buyer has to do is say, okay, you know what, Mr. Seller, you are saying you want 95,000. I don't want to pay more than 80,000. Let's do like this. Let me purchase this business at the price I want. Now, if, as you say, that the business is going to make money and this is your earnings and this is what I'm going to earn, if the business earns that much money, I am willing to pay you what you are suggesting to me to offer to you over a period of time. So what this means is down the road, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, if the buyer sees that they are actually making money based on what the seller has initiated originally or making higher than that, then the buyer will come and end up paying the seller, the proceedings of what the seller really wanted. So this is one way of really uh, negotiating a deal if a deal is not working through. So if you are a business owner and you have a deal going on where you and the buyer are not, in the process of agreeing to a certain number, then this is what you really need to apply in order to, in order to secure that. Now, second way of doing this is letting the buyer shadow your business before they purchase your business. Shadowing basically means you are going to allow the buyer to manage your business, like not manage, but to shadow. Just be a shadow in the background and see whether the business is running or not. A week or 2 weeks, give them their due diligence period. And if you say that's what your business is doing and the buyer sees from their own eyes that yes, this is what the business is doing, then that is the second option of saving the deal. Okay, so there's a lot of it. The third way of making that deal work out is by offering financing to the buyer. Now, a lot of business owners do not favor this financing, but here's the catch. If you want to sell your business, let's say, for example, $105,000, okay, like this particular seller is willing to do financing. So this particular seller is willing to give 70-30, means the buyer comes out with 70% down payment and 30% he's willing to finance over the period of 12, 24, up to 3 years, whatever is convenient for the buyer. But you're not just financing the business, you are giving a promissory you're making a promise to the buyer. Say, listen, I know that the business is going to make money, and I'm 100% sure that if you run it the way I ran it, you are definitely going to make money in this business. So in this case, I give you the opportunity of financing this business. Means you come 70% down payment, and the 30% you got to pay me in whatever time you want, 12, 24, 16, 18, whatever, 30 months, and get the process done, or even 36 months. Now, in the terms of financing, the seller has to make some kind of interest, right? So in this case, this seller is offering interest at 9%. You make the calculations, it's not a lot of money, but it is still cheaper, because what happens is many buyers do not get approval in the market. They do not get approval from the lenders. And if you are going to give them promising, reactions, a secured promising transaction, then there are so many ways of saving that deal and making the sale go through. So if you need any help selling your business, if you need some kind of advice, if you need valuation or anything, please feel free to reach out to me. My name is Sanjay Wadhwani at KMF Business Advisors. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and like, and so I can produce more videos to help you sell your business. Thank you. Bye-bye.